once more to the exclusive podcast, Shapeshifters, the Untold Stories of Indian Manufacturing, which we are telecasting from Die Mould India exhibition organized by TAGMA India. We are having with us our guest, Opinder Singh, we can say a visionary, a person who adopted technology and actually shown way to many toolmakers in India as our guest. Sir, welcome to this podcast.
Thank you.
Sir, if we see that, your father, Mr. Opinder Singh, he used to craft molds by hands at one point of time.
He was not a mold maker initially. I think so. He was among the few who started first making molds in India, because where he was working, that company brought some molding machine, and along with that they bought some molds. So seeing that molds, he learnt a system how to fill the plastic, and that is how he started making. Earlier he was only a turner, and then he all round molds he was expert. So he could make it very fast, because that time milling and other things were less. So he could make round shapes, everything very fast. So that is how he just copied. He just see how the mold is, how it is running, and then he learned from it. Same way myself, I learned from my father. I am a commerce graduate. Then I used to go to my factory. My father used to ask me to bring lunch after my college. I had only around, say, 300-400 square feet area where we were working. So I used to bring lunch, and then with the lunch he used to tell me to wait till evening, and I used to see what he is making. And that time we did not have that milling and other options. So we used to sometimes chisel it, sometimes we used to make a shape like this and then put an impression and then chisel it, grind it. So that is how we have made
handcrafting mainly.
Handcrafting. So, but that time any shape other than round was a task for us. So, but we know the difficulties, but we could make, and especially making industrial parts for radio parts and all, even more tough, because that time not much facility was. That time hardly first time that EDM machine was introduced. So we bought some, after quite long time we bought an EDM machine, and small machines, when they came, then little accuracies we could maintain it. So that is how we have grown.
Well, that's what I'm
from
telling.
Scratch, yeah.
One way we can say that Mumbai is one of the places where this molding, tool making industry have blossomed, and I must say that your father may be one of the oldest person in the industry who
must be, because I told you till when my father was working, that time no molds were made in India. All those molds were imported, and then looking at that molds, my father's boss told him, Mr. Aurora Plastic, he was there. So they told, can you make it? Like, yes, we can. Then the steel also was a bit problem. They sometimes, whatever steel was available, like mild steel was there. Then in MS also they made the mold. But that time the MS quality was also good. Nowadays though, that MS they made. Then somebody told that it is better to make in OHNS. So that is how they never had this P20 and other tool steel grade materials that time. So but whatever they had, they enjoyed their life and they made it.
They innovated.
Yeah. But it was a difficult, very difficult phase, because very few skilled people were there. Those who worked with my father, they learned from him. And as soon as they learned, they went off. And then again new. Actually tool making, tool room is an institute where all learn and go, And some stay, some go, most of them go off. So it's a part of that.
But end of the day, we can say you and your father also became critical in giving opportunity for many people to start their own tool rooms, employing many people.
See, I told you, it's an institute. Tool room is an institute where it is not a recognized institute, but it is an institute, because they come raw, and within 2-3 years they get a bit polished, and then they go up. I will tell you, since past 14-15 years, we came to Vasai. From there on also, many people started their own tool room. And I can very proudly say, the people who have learned from me are in many parts of the world. And they still call me sometime, and they still are in touch also. And once they come to know that I am coming there, any country, so they will be waiting for me from airport, pick up to airport drop, they will do. So, and still they appreciate that we have learned a lot. I used to get a bit angry also at that time, but now they say that your anger made us man. So now whatever we have learned, we have learned. So there are many people, and I am blessed. Today also somebody was asking me, he was praising. I said it's basically, I should say I am blessed because so many people bless me. Whatever I do good for them. I also try, see, everybody does the business. But my way of is, I say it's okay. If somebody does wrong also, I bless him. But it goes on.
Sir, Indian Gurukul system, if you see, they were very emotional. It is not like just you teach something. They were very closely emotional system. But things are changing right now.
Yeah. But people have become more. People started thinking from here. Earlier people used to think from here. That is it.
Sir,
mind game is different now.
Yeah. Sir, one thing I must tell you, because you were, again, when I am talking about adopting technology, you took a CNC machine when you knew that, okay, CNC can help, but you never knew how a CNC can be operated.
Yeah.
But today, from there you have around 40-50 CNC machines in your. I was lucky to go and visit this factory.
Yeah.
So what are the current technologies what toolmakers are able to implement? Because now today we are not just competing with Indian counterparts, we are competing globally, even in India. So what are these transformation currently happening in the toolmaking sector?
Transformation is like everybody has to be on their toes. Everybody has to make it fast. Everybody has to use whatever good technology is available. You can't say that I can make this bottle within 2 months. No, I want in 4 days, 5 days. It is like that. So we have to be very fast paced and we have to take quick decisions. Like everything, like most of the parts now, we're getting some standard parts also. Yesterday I was talking for 3D printing. Some metal parts also we can make fast. Some certain parts earlier we had a lot of difficulty. Now we can make 3D printing parts and we can use in some of the parts. But now the technology and the way of making methodology is changing. Now even the softwares also are good. Earlier softwares we could only see. Now we can make all e-drawing simulations and you can see, and you can see the pulling, you can see mold flow. So there are many things where things happen. So you have to adopt everything and get it fast.
And because it helps, right?
Yeah, it helps because earlier mold flow and all. So like this table is to mold. So like earlier, we only had one center gate, fill it, and we used to fill it. But sometimes it filled, sometimes it not filled. But sometimes that thickness is more. Now we know. We may have 4 drops, 5 drops. With mold flow we know. And secondly, it is consistently straight. Earlier the part was a bit warpage. Now it is not. So it has changed our work. We have a lot of help also. Although we have got our own expertise, we can say no, this is not possible in one gate. But where to put that gate helps us with the mold flow. So we have to have the latest technologies, whatever latest facilities are available, then only we can. Now recently we made some mold. It was a target for us to make in 2 months. It was a 900 ton mold and we made it. There are certain customer challenged us. But it was only possible because we have facilities, we have our design team, and we could design. Earlier the design used to take a lot of time. Now I think so I sit for 2 hours, 3 hours and basic design is ready. Then I tell him to finish it, put some ejector pin, some bolt, other thing. Then I come and sit in the evening, little half an hour I sit, I give some suggestions. So within 2 days at least my mold part,
design is over.
Bomb is wrote. I can release the bomb, so my material can come, and within that time some small modification, little changes, they will. So things are changing fast. Software has become very fast. Earlier we used to, for our cutting tools, we used to process and go to sleep. Now, like we can't sleep. Now to 1, 2, 3, 4. When I bought my first machine, I used to tell my people, you do 4 drills today, and then I'll come in the morning. So morning he should drill 4 drills, and by the time I come, still some work was there. So now it has to, you do 4 drills, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. I am coming after 2 hours again at 20. So like now we have got all, since softwares are there. Earlier we had to do with 2D and 2.5D programs we used to do manually. But now we are completely making with 3D and all, so it is making no difference.
Still what I'm trying to tell is I am hearing the word speed market.
Speed market.
Second thing is China, how they are able to counter India.
Yes.
So they are also seeing India, because Indian mold makers is having the craftsmanship, the passion, the skill. But they are able, with the automation, they are trying to beat us.
Absolutely right. See, we may ask China to go from our mind, but we cannot get it. See, they are our best competitors. We have learned a lot from them. How to make mold fast. Earlier to this, we used to say, no, molds cannot be made this fast. So they proved the world that this can be made fast. And it is not that they make substandard quality. They make good quality molds. Except few must be, but otherwise they make good quality molds. There is no, we are trying to even match them, I should say. It is not that.
No, let me tell you,
Yeah.
I was there in your stall and I heard from people from Motherson
Yeah.
telling that the Home Galaxy was able to give molds which is better than a Chinese. So,
No, it is better. I told you we improved.
You improved.
I told, see China, I am not criticizing China. I don't want to criticize. They are itself a masterpiece themselves.
yes.
So we want to also become a masterpiece.
Yes.
We are trying our best. What molds we could made earlier, 3-4 years back, we used to have some time. Nowadays, that speed, what you said, yes. We need molds within 40-45 days, yes. Nobody gives it. Design may take months and year, whatever, but they mold want in 40-45 days. Earlier, we used to have some PVC molds. They used to give some. Now they also don't give us. See, it is not wrong, because what products are required today is required today only. You just can't give it tomorrow. So
Faster world, faster. It's all Instagram.
Yes, Insta.
You need everything fast.
Everything. And it is possible also. We are making molds. We have got machines. We have got everything. So it makes a lot of difference. So we are able to produce. Like earlier, when I went to China, my big machine was their smallest machine, and the tool room was like this, many machines. So that thing made me, I have learned from them.
Yes.
So that is how, now why I have so many machines. Like even when the Chinese people come say, oh yes, this is a big tool. Some tool rooms are like them. So they also like that. Although, in China, I don't know whether I am right or wrong, but there they work very coordinately with all.
Yes, a community. They are also jugadus, but they do jugad for the community. We also do jugad, but we are very much self-centric, individualistic. Yes. So that needs to change. And I also believe that China is never a competition. I don't see China as a competition. They are competing the entire world. I always tell that. But there are a lot of things to learn.
India has got this opportunity now, and like the world is saying to come to India, and I hope we are able to deliver. Once we are able to do it, we will do it. And then this is going to last long. So it has to go on and on. It is that what earlier people used to look at the tool room, and today it's far different. So everybody is looking at us as yes, specialized. Earlier people used to, will you be able to make it? Now it is not that, oh yes, I know you will be able to make it.
It's a great change.
Some people yesterday came from, I will not name the country. They are the number one manufacturers of certain molds in our industry. And when they saw our products, like his eyes was wide open. And when actually what happened is the same person went to our customer for whom we made that mold in 2 months. He was shocked, like how he could do it. So like, he was worried. Now we have to do something. So we are doing good. So we are blessed, I should say. We are getting good work also. Rest we leave to the God.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I am a firm believer in it.
Yeah.
I work my own, but I believe in him. Yeah.
He is the eternity which supports the power, whatever we can say by name.
Yeah.
Sir, another thing, one of the important tasks which we already addressed, where the skill, the people. Even when we make our shop floor smarter, the tool room smarter, we need smart people to do that.
Yeah.
And you already told that you yourself is a guru and you were able to, you are blessed to, teach many people. And I must say that, when I see how you have taken people along with you, even if I see Jyotish as a young, dynamic, engineer coming to Om Galaxy, and today he is a director, like that many people are there. So what is this, how a company can keep the people together? Because people are the most important thing today, right?
No, in our company, we are not having that many issues. We are paying them, see, we treat them as a family. We pay them good. But what happens is that nowadays that greed is there for everyone. Earlier, it had like this is the mark, this is the level around this much. If you are getting salary, they will be retained. But what happens is, today what happens is, if you are getting this, somebody will say I am giving little more. Then other will say I am giving little more, and then it goes on. So that little is becoming too much.
And even people also will not be losing that flow of learning. That's also very important. After some time, they will feel that, okay, this is not really what that person is worth. So how we can change the scenario?
It will do on its own. From I told you, tool making is an institute where people will learn and go. So it is going on and on. Even in China also, I heard like there also some problems are like that. Like retaining people is a problem. But we have been able to retain. My company, I have many year-old people working with me. Even at a particular age, he has become not worthy. Then also I keep him, okay, no problem. So that is a different story. But we have been able to retain it, but it is a problem. As soon as the skill, they come to know that, yes, Mr. Hari has got a skill, then people eye him to get it. And then mouth watering is there.
Yeah.
So you can't help it.
In a very challenging market, very less people, so the demand for people is also there. But I think the only option is that we get more youngsters coming into the industry, taking mold making as a serious job.
Yeah. Now this NTTF and all these students are coming, but the new generations, I don't know how they will come, but I think so it will go on. When I was young, that time also people told me the new generation is not coming. Today also we are talking new generation is not. See, somebody or the other will come, somebody or the other will do, because it is manufacturing. Somebody has to do manufacturing. Everybody can't do trading. Everybody say I will do only trading, not possible. For trading you need some manufacturing. So this will go on, but little here and there people will learn. And secondly, now, earlier we had that skill, that filing, everything. Now you don't need all wire it. So maximum, you won't believe, maximum work is done by machine. Maximum.
Sir, my last question on this. See, you started working by hand, by crafting. You know all the basic. Whatever machine is going to do, the basic is not going to change.
Yes.
But the coming people are losing that capabilities.
It's okay. It's okay. Why? Because what happens is what we did was a different story, different time. Today, even if they are able to adopt the technology, good, they will make it good.
So tomorrow if the machine is not there, I'm not telling, okay, something happened, but will we not lose that craftsmanship?
See, what happens is, I will say that today, if people are doing by machine, they are doing good.
Okay.
It is not that craftsmanship. Our time it was required, it was there. Now it is not required. It is required. We should know everything. I don't say that we don't. We should know. But little, I know when you go to doctor, he touches your nerve and he says, oh, you are well or not well. Same way we also know certain molds like that. So they will also learn on their own. But nowadays that generation has become very fast. Now everything done computer. They just see how things are there. They can see the product. When we used to have, sometimes, when I was working for Godrej initially, they had a big room with all world refrigerators kept inside. So they used to say, we will take this from this and make it. So try to, so that is how we have over the years. And then we made some drawings that was simple 2D drawings on the paper. And then to match that drawings, we could make it. Then came AutoCAD. We adopted AutoCAD. Then became 3D. So it is good. So now they don't require. They don't require to. I've been a a draftsman. I used to make drawings. People wanted to see that drawings first. If my skill is in making drawing, then only I can. You know, earlier that people used to, when we used to make molds, we used to do some marking and then make molds. I don't know whether you know. So that is how we used to make. So now it is not required. Now you just know, you get the plates ready. Earlier we used to get all raw plates. So it was very different.
Process were very high.
So today the things have changed drastically and it has to change. Otherwise we cannot compete in the world. So everybody in this show, if you go, oh, my machine runs fast, my machine can do this. Everybody is only trying to show that this machine can save your 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Everyone is showing. So it means that we have to do fast, then only we survive.
Thank you very much for your insights. It was very interesting for me also to listening all these things. Maybe I am working in the media sector for manufacturing though. But this skilling is also a problem
you
for us.
You have to be very fast. Nah? See, nowadays you try to catch up everyone.
Yeah. And then edit it and publish it as early as possible so that the message reaches more.
Yeah. Because earlier what happened is that now nobody knew anyone. Like somebody only by name. Oh, he's there. But we couldn't reach. Now it is reaching is fast. Now they can call, they can meet. So many things are there.
And let's the world change for more better.
Yes.
That is the only one thing we can pray to God.
It has to change. If you don't change, then you perish. You have to change.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.